Hi Taurus, it's Ashley. We're going to do your reading for the week of December 27th. So we're closing out December, we're closing out 2021. Happy New Year to you. And we're going to see what was going on last week, this week, and next week. And a couple of announcements. First off, this Saturday, the 2nd of January, we have the new moon in Capricorn, which closes out eclipse season. So if you have some spare time and you're curious, you could go back to that eclipse bonus that I did and have a look and see what's been playing out so far and if it lines up with your reading. Also, the twin flame bonuses are out on the channel. If you haven't had time to check those out and you happen to be in a twin flame journey, that might interest you. And then hopefully before the first of the year, I will get out the 2022 predictions. We're going to look at love, money, finance, career, and anything unexpected as well that might be coming up in 2022. So hit that notification bell. Make sure you are subscribed and getting notified so you know when those bonuses come out. So let's get into your reading for Taurus, the week of December 27th. We have the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the Devil, the Fool, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Sun. Look at all these majors. The Five of Cups, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. So definitely taking charge sort of energy here. Trying to look at things logically. Could be working to cut some things out of your life. Setting some strong boundaries. Could also be dealing with an air sign, Libra in particular, if I could speak. But could be Gemini, Aquarius as well. We're going to take a look. So last week we have Unfinished Symphony in the reverse. And come to think of it, I believe Aquarius had this in the upright. So if you are dealing with an air sign, you might check that out. But in the reverse, for you, Taurus, it's this experience of leaving some strings untied in some regard. So there could be something that perhaps you've been avoiding having to deal with. This past week that showed up needing your attention. It could also be, I kind of get this feeling that you were so quick to take this leap of faith with the Fool towards your own happiness here with the Sun showing up, that perhaps there were some deeper things that still needed looked at here with this Hermit here as well. So we have Virgo, Aries, Aquarius, Leo showing up here. Let's take a look and see what this might have been. So it may have come up as like a revisit of an issue that needed some finishing touches, right, before you were able to finally close it out and move on. And perhaps even take this leap of faith. With the Hermit showing up there, it could have just been taking another deep look at something to make sure you weren't going off kind of half-cocked here, if that makes sense. Let's see. The Hermit, We have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands. With the Fool, we have the King of Swords, so again, some Aquarius air energy showing up here. The Four of Wands. With the Sun, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So, I do feel like there was maybe kind of a snap decision here to walk away from something and pull your energy away from it. And I think you did this in an effort to begin working towards a manifestation here with the Four of Wands. We're going to talk about love here as well, because I do feel like that's showing up. We have both the King and Queen of Swords here. But it was kind of like, oh, I have this clarity. I'm going to make this move. I'm going to move towards my manifestation, take this leap of faith. But I feel like whatever it was that you were headed towards, you know, the timing wasn't quite right, or there was more work to be done to sort of gain this harvest here. Now, if this was a love situation, again, it kind of felt like a snap decision to walk away from this and perhaps even have a new beginning with a soulmate energy here with an air sign. Or if it wasn't an air sign, it was definitely someone who was very intelligent, clear-headed, kind of like a leadership type energy to them. But I do feel like something was left incomplete. And so it's almost like the universe kind of slowed you down. Like you took the leap, you were going for it, but then you found that it was taking a lot more time and energy to get to that manifestation than was expected. And then for some of you, it was a union here. So perhaps you walked away from someone else, perhaps a Virgo, in order to have this new relationship, but something about it was delayed in some form or fashion. Let's see if it becomes more clear as we go. Now this week, the week of the 27th, we have the beautiful Uncaging card. So this card talks about not only opening your heart, but offering forgiveness as well. Allowing that heart chakra to open and transform. We have the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So it's almost like, if this is a love situation for you, it's almost like there may have been like this snap decision to start a new relationship with someone. But meanwhile, there's still like this healing that needs to happen from a previous situation here. Let's get some more here, and I'll speak again, not just from a love perspective, but from, I mean, this could have even been like some sort of soul calling, a job change, a creative project, with the Ace of Wands being the center of the spread here. Let's have a look. With the Knight of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands. So I definitely feel like perhaps this decision was made impulsively. And the Strength card. Some fire energy showing up here. Some Leo. the Ace of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. And with the Five of Cups, we have Justice and the Devil. I do feel like perhaps somebody here is not receiving the apology that they feel that they deserve. And in some way, they're allowing that to keep them bound to something from the past. So whenever this decision was made to walk away from something in hopes of having a new beginning elsewhere, whether it was love or a job or, take it as it resonates, there was an aspect of your heart here that wasn't cared for properly. And I think that that was the unfinished symphony in reverse. There was something here, forgiveness, I feel, or an apology. And it's almost like because the apology hadn't come in yet, you decided to maybe hold on to or not face the pain and regret of something that took place. We've got Libra, Capricorn, and again Leo showing up here strongly, some water as well. But it's almost like with the Six of Cups here showing up twice, I'm wondering if this person wanting a new beginning with you is someone from the past. It doesn't have to be, but it does feel like they wanted this new beginning, perhaps because you decided to walk away. They wanted to rebuild with you, and you're kind of still expecting things to be patched up from the past. If that's not your story, I do feel like perhaps you might have moved on to be with someone new here, but because the past has not been closed out. And what I mean by that is, even if you did walk away from the person from the past, it's made it nearly impossible to have a successful new beginning with anyone else because there's still pain. Energetically, there is still karma between you and a past person here. And again, it could be because they have yet to apologize, or you have yet to forgive, even in the absence of an apology. And so I feel like what this is trying to tell you is that if you do want this new beginning, could be with this fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sag, showing up very strongly in your reading. You have to open up to it, and in order to open up to it, there needs to be some forgiveness that happens for what happened in the past. If that makes sense. Because it's somehow it's keeping you in bondage here. And in some way, I kind of feel like I do feel like there's a little bit of stubbornness here, Taurus, about forgiving here. And of course, that's not my judging you. I'm just saying that's what I'm picking up on here. Because it does appear to have been something very painful that happened. Like there's a lot of pain underneath. Behind this, you see this star that this pentacle he's holding over his heart. He's protecting that heart because it's in pain. So whoever this soulmate was from the past, kind of has you tied and bound to them karmically because there needs to be some sort of forgiveness that takes place. Whether they apologize or not, in order to free yourself, you need to do some forgiveness practices and work on that so that it will release you. Okay? In the future position, and honestly at this juncture, I do feel like this is a love situation. So if you were looking for a career reading, I don't feel like that's this reading. In the future we have action. It says movement needed. And again, we have the Devil, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So with these showing up together, there's definitely still a bound feeling to this past relationship here. Could have been someone that was, a bit of a player. Perhaps just a very sexual relationship that did not express or provide you with feelings of emotional fulfillment. But it looks like you're being asked to take action here. And what's interesting is we had the Hermit in the past position, which is the number 9 in Tarot, and this action needed is also a 9. So it's like you already know what you need to do here. Let's get some more on this story. With the Devil, we have the Death card, and the Knight of Cups. I mean, it could be that you are the one needing to apologize, seeing it come out that way. Now take it as it resonates. I'm not telling you to go apologize if you if that's clearly not your story. Ignore that, but it could very well be that the way to break this binding with this past person is to offer up an apology here. If that resonates for you. If not, again, it's just to me repeating that there needs to be some forgiveness, and that is the action that needs taken. With the Six of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. And with the King of Wands, we have the Five of Swords and the Emperor. So it does feel like, I do feel like it was probably this air sign, fire sign that caused some havoc for you in the past. And it could very well be that it's this air sign that's showing up that is the new person that you want to be with. I hope that makes sense. Again, strongly, Sagittarius, Aries, fire showing up here. So, and definitely someone in a very, they could have been very controlling and perhaps even like rigid in their approach with you. I definitely feel like there's a very strong sexual connection with this person. And I do feel like the wounding from whatever happened between the two of you is seeping into new possibilities here. So it's like, even if you did want a new beginning with someone else here, it's causing you to protect your heart so that you're not opening up to this new soulmate. So definitely forgiveness practices or apologies need to happen here to kind of help break that bond. But also, I do feel like part of what because we have the Queen of Swords showing up here again, and I do feel like that's your energy, Taurus. It's almost like you need to clearly see how perhaps you sort of wrapped your own happiness up in this other person. So there are some signs here of codependence, this emotional reliance on one another to stay in a state of happiness. And I feel like what you're going to find here when you do practice forgiveness, make amends, whatever that is for you, and allow your heart that space to heal completely, I think you're going to step more into this emotional independence and this ability to self-satisfy, whether you're in a relationship or not. See, again, with this apology here, it's almost like you're willing to receive an apology. You see how the Queen of Swords has her hand open and ready for, reception here. But she's also got that sword up, so it's like not tolerating any kind of BS. And look here, we have the Empress, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor and Justice. So there's definitely like some karma here that needs to be closed out. For some of you, I want to say that it could very well be the same person. Okay, so take that as it resonates as well. It's like, even if in the past this person hurt you, they're coming at you with a new energy, and wanting to have a new beginning with you. There still needs to be some sort of closure of issues from the past. So fit that to your situation. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. But I do feel like it's not totally clear to me, the fire and air, and which one's which here. Like which one's the old partner versus a potential new partner here, if that makes sense. So I hope you found that helpful, Taurus. Hang in there, and I hope to see you in the bonus readings. And Happy New Year. Bye.